Chris, we got to talk about your Rolling Stone cover. You said you wanted it to be the gayest thing ever. Why?
That was a silly thing to say. It was in passing. Why? Yeah, because why not? Seems like it's time. Feels like I kind of got away with not doing that particular cover for like a long time, and then so if like given the opportunity, I kind of wanted to make a picture that I wanted to have on my bedroom ceiling growing up that I didn't have.
I think that's really important because I think as a member of the LGBTQ community, to see people like you, to see folks out there doing their thing, living authentically, and in turn inspiring so many people. Because we didn't have a lot of that growing up. You know, people that you could really aspire to, people that came out, you know, when I was in the 90s, it was like they got canceled.
I know.
You know, so there's such a power in that. You've also been vocal about saying that the thing that kind of saved you, you felt, was your femininity. What did you mean by that? As far as your coming out journey, I read it was like in Variety. You gave an interview and you were talking about how people kind of were, you know, questioning your sexuality. But you said the thing that kind of saved you was your femininity.
Well, I was saying that I knew how to sort of use my feminine wiles to get like jobs. Like I was straight up just saying like, you know, we all contain multitudes and varied default settings that are not lies. You know what I mean? Like I'm created by the world that we live in, which is a patriarchal world, and so I know how to appeal, and it never felt like a lie because I am a pretty fluid person. Like I think some people are kind of like more distinctly, you know, preferentially succinct, whereas I'm a little more all over the place, and I think that helped. And what I was saying is if I looked more butch, or if I looked, you know, like somebody who wouldn't want to maybe have sex with a man, I maybe wouldn't have like done as well in my career. And that's a, you know, not something that you could quantify, but I would sit back and say that's a fact. And that's a bummer, and hopefully not the case forever, you know? And like we're chipping away at that. So.
Yeah, and you really are. I mean, you really truly are. You're so wonderful in everything that you do.
Thank you.
You're so really wonderful. Okay, so I love the fact that this was a lesbian love story wrapped up in an action film. It was about time.
Right.
Yeah. What inspired you to do this? Where'd this story come from?
I think I just thought it would be really fun, and it was the kind of film that I wanted to watch myself, and I just had an amazing time writing it with my co-writer Veronica Tafilska, and we just sort of started with like an embryonic nugget about a bodybuilder losing her mind as she's training for a competition, and it just kind of sprawled out of there and morphed into the action thing it is.
And how much fun was it to do and to bring to life?
I was like gleefully skipping through this monstrous experience. Yeah, I had a really very, very good time playing Lou.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you love about her?
You know, that she like is a sort of insecure cool guy, like who also just wants to be like loved and hugged. And like, you know, like, I don't know, there's just something kind of like a little slap happy, nothing matters, irreverent. And then you're like, ooh, watch this guy fall in love really hard. And then like, I don't know, Lou is somebody who you kind of love and maybe really hate in turns, and I think that's like it's just an interesting place to set a love story. It's like where you're really sort of not sure if what you're doing is the right thing.
And Katie, what about for you? What'd you love about your character?
Oh, so much. I mean, I had a blast. I was just thinking, we're talking about like just little set memories and just kind of remembering there's, I don't know how many spoilers we can talk about, but a certain death that happens where it kind of looks like we're together in the scene, and it kind of looks like you're more upset that I'm mad that you were with someone else.
It's so ridiculous.
And I love it so much.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just those fun, the little moments that were found, I think kind of almost in the moment though. And it just, it made every moment just kind of like a spark and a fun exploration in the craft too, but yeah.
There were some really extreme scenes in this movie. How did you all train for that, and how much fun was it to bring those moments to life, Kristen?
Obstacle courses, exposure therapy.
Yeah, my whole life led me to this point. I basically just had to like start smoking again, which was the worst part of making the movie.
No.
Yeah, but I didn't. We're done now with that, and no one should start. And that's if anyone takes anything from the movie, It's that it's impossible to quit. Not impossible, but very hard, and don't start. But yeah, like I didn't have to prepare at all. I was just like present and ready to go there wherever she wanted me to go.
And what for you?
I just had to work out more, and then yeah, I had an acting coach and stuff. But yeah, it was. I mean, we got together a few times to go over the script and just really talk about it and kind of what was happening. And
You do have to kind of like just hit the ground running. I mean,
Yeah.
we didn't
Yeah.
really have a huge amount of prep, and it's, there's never enough time, so it's all just very like, okay, this is what we're doing. Let's
They're
go.
like, what do you think about this scene? This. I'm like, I don't think that at all. Okay, well, we have no more time. Well, let's go shoot it.
More, bigger.
And in a very limited amount of time.
Yeah.
What do you hope that people take away from this character?
I think. I mean, talking about seeing different types of people on screen. First of all, I think like it's it's just a different type of body that we don't get to see on screen, which is really cool. Because I certainly, might have gotten a little bit of it with Vasquez and Alien or something, and then you never see it again for like 20 years. And then also just like take care of yourself. Don't kill.
Don't murder.
Don't murder.
Come
Or
on.
be gay, do crime. I don't know. Yeah.
How would you all describe this film?
What did they say? Barn something?
Oh.
Barnstorming.
Barn.
No, a
No,
barn
barn burning.
burn the barn down.
This doesn't work
a
unless
barn
you've been doing
burner.
the same
Can we have the
interviews.
cards back?
Like if you had to pick 3 words, what would they be?
Love, lies, bleeding.
Boom.
Yeah.
All of you feel the same?
Yeah, and all
Yeah.
the sort of double entendres, it's like love. What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lies, untrue things, / horizontal. Bleeding could feel really like bad or really good.
Yeah. It's Oscar week this week. Anybody that y'all are rooting for?
Lily Gladstone. I keep saying that, but I'm obsessed with her, so I just, I'm going to throw it out there.
Lily's the best. I love her so much. Got to work with her once. She's
Awesome.
Stunning,
Yeah,
yeah.
love that film.
She was so transcending in that movie, in Killers of the Flower Moon. Like, spectacular.
incredible.
Anybody else? Are you guys Oscar watchers? Will you be watching on Sunday?
The last few years, I've like sort of stayed up and watched it live in England, which always means
Ah.
you're watching it at like 5 in the morning. It's kind of like,
Oh, gosh,
But,
yeah.
but I think we're showing our film somewhere, so
Yeah.
we'll be not seeing it.
And Rose, what is it like for you? You brought this to life. You're now sitting here with these two on the other side of this.
Yeah.
What's going through your mind as the world is about to get this?
Mostly just, oh, it's exciting and scary, and sort of all just very surreal. But yeah, amazing.